I'm sure most of you all must have seen this extended peplum style on your feed. Now, what if I told you that you can achieve this style without zips and without darts as well? Let's get started. Now for this style, I'm going to be using this African print fabric, which is almost 1.5 yards. I folded my fabric in 4 because I'm going to be drafting the front and the back together. Now the first thing we do is to draft our start line. From the start line, I came down to mark the chest line, the bust line, the waistline, and 1/2 inch for joining allowance. I marked that again, the chest, the bust, the waist, and 1/2 inch allowance. And then I went ahead to connect all these points with a ruler. Now that we're done with that, on the start line, I came in by 3 inches and I came down by 3 inches as well for the front neckline. Now for the back, I just came down by 1 inch and connected it with 3 inches. But if I'm to advise, add 1 inch extra to your normal neck measurements because this our shirt does not have a zip. So you need as much ease as possible. Now on the start line, I came in by half of the shoulder measurement plus 1/2 inch allowance. I marked it down and I also marked it on the chest line and connected them together. On the shoulder line, I came down by 1/2 inch and connected it to the neckline for our shoulder slope. And from the slope, I came up by 1/2 inch and connected it for shoulder joint allowance. Now on the chest line, I went ahead to mark 1/4 of the bust measurements. And after that, I went ahead to find the midpoint of the armhole. But because our shoulder slope has already reduced the armhole by 1/2 inch, I had to come down from the chest line by 1/2 inch. Then I found the midpoint of it. And from that midpoint, I came in by 1/2 inch. Now, after that, I used my curved rule to connect these points to draft our front armhole. Now as you all can see, we're connecting it 1/2 inch below the chest line just because the slope has reduced our armhole. And using our curved rule again, I connected from the line straight up back to the straight line, our initial straight line for the back armhole. Now the next thing I went ahead to do was to mark the round body measurements. On the chest and bust line, we'll mark 1/4 of the bust measurements plus 1 inch for ease and 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. I'm using 1 inch for ease because my material is little. If you have enough, it's advisable to use 2 inches for ease or 1.5 inch so that you'll be able to wear your shirt properly. On the waist as well, we would also use our waist measurements plus 1 inch for ease and our sewing allowance, 1.5 inch. Now, as you all can see, for the opening on the front, I came down from the neckline by 3 inches and just connected it like so. And when I was done, I went ahead to cut the shirt. So as you all can see, I'm cutting just the back for now. And after removing the back, we'll go ahead and cut that off the front. Now, I went ahead to remove the back, one piece from the other. We'll use one as the back and the other as the front. Now, for the back, you know our waist measurement of the back is shorter than that of the front. So mine is shorter by 1 inch and I went ahead to reduce it. Now, if we reduce it, the front will be a bit longer than the back. So we have to blend that in. So I came in from the front by our sewing allowance, and from the sewing allowance, that's where we'll blend the length to the full length of the front, as you all can see. So I came in by sewing allowance and came up by 1 inch and blended it. And as you all can see, it's blended properly. So now for the front, I went ahead to cut out the actual neck measurements and our opening as well as the actual armhole opening. So this is it for the front, and yeah, now let's go ahead to cut the peplum. So this is the remaining fabric I have. I'll be using the fabric as a guide for how long my peplum is going to be, but mind you, it can be as long as you want, but because my fabric is not long enough, this is why we're sticking with this. So I went ahead to measure my shirts folded in two, and I'll remove my 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Whatever I had, that is what I marked there, and the remaining parts is what is going to be for our peplum. Okay, so here I'm just trying to like smoothen the fabric out. Remember, we're going to attach this to both the front and the back. So I'm just dividing this fabric in two so that it will serve for both the front and the back of the blouse. Now after the division, the measurements, I went ahead to cut out my fabric. As you can see, I'm also measuring the length to make sure that the length on the down is the same with the length on the front. And yeah, I just went ahead to cut it out. Now that we're done cutting, this is what we have. So go ahead and notch the midpoint of the peplum. That is where we are going to attach to the shirt. From the midpoint, we will measure out what we measured on our shirts without the sewing allowance of the shirts, remember? So I marked that down, and then I'll go ahead and notch that point. Because from that notch all the way down to the end of the fabric, we'll fold it down. Now here I also went ahead to notch the midpoint of our shirt, and placing notch to notch, we'll sew all the way to the other notch. Remember, we're stopping before our 1.5 inch sewing allowance. Now the next thing I went ahead to do was to cut out the sleeve. So my fabric is not enough, so here I'm just going to cut out kind of like a cap sleeve here. So I went ahead to mark my start line as well as the end of the sleeve, and on that end, which is my bicep line, I went ahead to mark my round sleeve measurements plus allowance. So from the round sleeve measurements, I connected a ruler to the midpoint of our fabric, found the midpoint of the line. On the midpoint of the line, I used a curved rule to attach to connect it to the start, and using a curve, I connected it to the actual round sleeve measurement that we marked. And that's it for our sleeve. So I went ahead to cut it out, and while cutting, as you all can see, I added 1/2 inch on the side of the sleeve. Now guys, I'm done sewing. I went ahead to turn the neckline, which is actually after joining our shoulders together. Okay, I've attached my sleeve, and for the peplum, as you all can see, I've also attached it as well, and I folded the edges of the peplum as well. Now as you all can see, I attached it and stopped 1.5 inch before the, like I left our 1.5 inch seam allowance while attaching. So that's literally it for this shirt. The last thing we're going to do is to place the sides together and join our shirts together using the 1.5 inch sewing allowance. So the same thing we do for the other side, we will do it for this side as well. Now guys, as you all can see, I'm done sewing the shirts together, and it is actually looking beautiful. And for our peplum, you can see that it is separated, it is not joined together. Now one last thing that I did was that on the wrong side of this shirt, I went ahead to attach ropes for tightening. Now this is where the tightening comes in. While attaching your rope, just like we do for any waist tightening, you attach it directly on your waist measurements. Don't mind the ease this time around, just attach it on the waist. And guys, this rope, just attach it on the front, that's on both sides of the front side of your shirt. But me, I attached on both the front and the back because I wanted to be on safe side, and I was just trying this out for the first time. And another thing I would advise is you should make your rope a bit wider so that it will not just rest on the waistline, but it will go a bit above the waistline and help with the tightening. Okay, now this is how the blouse look without the ropes being tied. As you all can see, it still looks very much okay, But if you now want that tightening, you can go ahead and tie your rope just like you tie a belt. Now here I tied it loosely, but if you want to see it when it's actually tied properly, check out my video in the beginning of the tutorial. Now we have come to the end of our tutorial. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, comment and share. Thank you all and bye.